I want to get into this conversation because Texas women's basketball, we were worried. Well, wasn't too worried, but we were worried enough if Coach Vic was worried about it, about being rusty. Well, they were rusty at the start of the game. It was a little sluggish in the very beginning, but once they got going, they could not be denied. At one point, Texas had a lead of 23 points. And the only time that Florida had a lead was at the end of the first quarter when Florida had the lead 19-16. So that kind of lets you know the struggles that they had early in the ball game. But once they got going, there was no looking back for that Texas women's basketball
Coach
team.
Vic broke out the Rust-Oleum, the WD-40. He had them squeaky clean by the end of that first or the beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah.
Like you could see a big difference. I don't know if it was nervousness. I wouldn't say rust because it wasn't that long a time.
11 days of no basketball in a game against
a game.
Yeah,
in a game.
Yeah.
They played, but they just that competition that he creates in practice, I think is going to knock off a lot of teams. And they showed that by the midway of the second quarter, it wasn't a contest no more.
Yeah, Texas outscored Florida 26-12 in the second quarter. Madison Booker had an All-American type of performance once again. She had 24 points with 6 rebounds. Coach was trying to dial up some plays for her. As I've been saying I've been waiting for Aliyah Crump to get back, to get healthy, and she started to show her wares. I think at one point last night during the broadcast, they said that she's been in double digits every single game that she's played except for one. And I know that once she gets going, her ability to shoot the three, she was 3 of 4 last night. And if you give space with anybody on this team, she will knock it down. Jordan Lee struggled a little bit, 4 of 13. Got to get her going again.
She was the only one, though.
But Kyla Oldacre, she came off the bench, and that's the beautiful thing about Texas's bench. Texas's bench outscored Florida's 33-15. They had 60 points in the paint. So that goes back to that conversation that Coach Vic said, quit asking me about my three-point shooting. If I'm getting 60 points in the paint, I'm going to do that every single time and twice on Sunday. And speaking of Coach Vic, he let everybody know about how he felt going into this game.
Well, just first of all, I think Florida's really good. I've been concerned about this one. I think they've been in every game. For the most part, especially in conference, they got to be the best 1-6 conference team in the country. I mean, they're just so talented, and coach is doing a great job with them. But I'm telling you, I'm so proud of my kids. We've had 11 days off. I thought they played really hard. We didn't play well early. Kind of got away from what we really were wanting to do early, and then told them at halftime we had 34 paint points. We were 13 for 16, I think is what I told them at halftime at the Cup. And I didn't want them to settle. And I thought there was early, we got away from that a little bit, but then once we got back after it, defensively, we weren't great today. Florida had 22 points in the third quarter, but offensively, boy, we were really good. And when you start with here's so 3 for 3, 4 for 4. Book's 11 for 21, gets everybody's attention. Then you go 3 for 6, and Kyla's 5 for 7 off the bench. Judd's 2 for 3 off the bench, and Crump is 5 for 7 and 3 for 4 from 3. You're gonna have a chance to win most nights with that. And then we had 9 turnovers after the end of the first quarter, I think. And we certainly had that at halftime and only had 4 in the second half. And I just keep trying to impart on these kids, like we got some really good offensive players. If we'll just stop throwing the ball to the other team, we got a chance to score. And even when they went in zone tonight, Booker did her thing. We got her the ball where she wanted it. I mean, there was some possessions there where I was just emptying the book for her, the playbook for her. And I thought Rory ran our team. but she also did an unbelievable job on one of the best players in our country, in our conference, in Liv McGill. Like she ought to be tired. It's her birthday. It's Rory's birthday. And man, to run our team and have the job of really dealing with her. And I thought our team did a nice job of taking away some of the things that we talked about and we worked really hard on for 3 days.
Yeah, they did a really good job. He was talking about Liv McGill, who I really didn't like her game at all. The point guard for Florida. Rory forced 9 turnovers against her.
She should have got the ball out of her hands sooner.
Yeah.
She's like Luka or LeBron. They ball